Do you guys want to really go for it? I can really go for it still. Okay, some of you are ruined, and that has me. All right. Okay. So, my fiance and I, we have cats, several cats. It's big, yeah. Ooh. Dude, when we started dating, these cats, the first cat was like 12 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna have to do like 3-4 years with this cat. I can do that time, that's nothing. We'll get rid of the cat, we'll be pet free. It's been a decade, this cat's still alive. We had to cut his penis off. It got an infection and its urethra swelled shut, and we had to cut its penis off. It was like 14 at the time, and it was like, we already took his balls. What are we doing? $3,000 surgery to have a cat's penis removed. 3 G's on a 14-year-old cat. A beat-up old cat. A rust bucket of a cat. No longer covered by Lemonwad cat. This is stupid. I could go out in the alley behind this place right now, come back with 3 kittens and $75. What are we doing? Are you insane? We paid to have this surgery, and I gotta tell you, this cat's never been happier in its life. It's full of youth, it runs, it plays, it tussles around, it's insane. It's insane. It made me start to question things. Every once in a while I'd be like, are you the cause of all of my problems? Because he doesn't have these problems anymore. Okay, we're almost there. Do we want to go for it? Yes. All right. We're going to go for it. I just want you to remember, you said yes. So, when we got this surgery for this cat, I didn't want to do it. She was very emotionally attached to the cat. The cat was there before me. She assumed it was going to be there after me. It still might. I told you I'm tired, and that cat is living its best life, penis-free. But she knew I was upset about spending money on that cat, and she's like, well, like, what if something happened to me and you were taking care of the cat's cat? Like, I passed away and you had to keep my kitties afterwards. Like, what if it got sick? Again, what would you do? I was like, oh, I got the perfect answer. I would take it to the vet, have it humanely put down, that way you and the kitty can play together forever in heaven. Golden answer, I thought! I'm like, I can't mess this up. I'm getting a hand job at least out of this. Come on. She looked me dead in the eye and said, you monster. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. We need to rethink what we're calling a monster in this household. Because you're looking at me like I came up to you and said, like, well, after you passed away, it was a real dark time in the house. You know, it was a big cloud of sadness, and we just couldn't get over it, you know. But some time passed, and one day me and Kitty were playing around and tussling, just trying to remember what it was to smile again, you know? Just trying to remember the good times, you know? And we're playing, you know, and I'm tussling his little hair, and he's nipping at my hands, and I'm like, oh, too slow, you know, and we're having a great time, and it kind of claws at me, and it gets stuck in my arm, and I'm like, you need to calm the fuck down, cat. But it doesn't even, like, scratch. It's one of those just hook things that, like, gets red and itchy. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. And I'm like, you need to fucking realize what's going on here. We were just having a good night. Why are you trying to ruin it? The cat's like, it claws at me again, and I'm like, you need to shut the fuck up, cat. You need to shut the fuck up. And he's like, and I'm like, the neighbors are going to hear you. Shut your goddamn mouth, cat. And it claws at me again. This time it gets a big scratch. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. I've had it with you. I wish you were with her. And the cat's like, and then lunges at me. So now I start strangling it with little kitty handlers. All right? I'm like, shut the fuck up, cat. Calm down. Shut up and calm down. And it's like, and I put my knee in its back and pull a little tighter. And I'm like, I said calm down. And it's like, and I'm like, no, you stop it. And I'm like, who's the man, cat? Who's the man? And I'm pulling so deep, the pantyhose are cutting into my knuckles and blood's running down, but I don't even feel it, because I'm seeing red, baby. And I'm like, who's the goddamn man? And the cat's like, and I'm like, I'm the man. And the cat's just like, and I keep pulling, and I'm like, are you going to stop now? Are you going to stop? And I let it fall to the ground, and it's just Now I'm going out in the alleys at night with a saucer of milk going, here, kitty. I'm strangling cats left and right. I'm cutting out their collars, keeping them as trophies. But I can't stop. I can't get enough. I never get the same thrill that I got the first time around. You know what I mean? So I got to keep escalating things. Now I'm like posting them after I strangle them. And like one time I cut off a cat's tail and I strangled it with its own tail. And I'm like, what have you become? You're a monster. I can't even look myself in the mirror anymore. I need to be caught. I want to be caught. So now I start taunting the police. Now I call up and I'm like, hello, here's Ventura. It is I, the 9 Lives Killer. You want to save the kittens, but you can't. Get to the big ball of strength before midnight. And now it's like 11:57, and 2 cops show up. It's like a wire art installation, but it looks like a ball of string. They put the clues together and they show up and they're like, we gotta wait for backup. And like the rookie's like, no, he said he was gonna kill him, we gotta go get him. And the veteran cop's like, no, we gotta hold back, rookie, we need backup. And backup doesn't get there till like 12:03. And then they run in and it's just me and like 40 dead kittens. There's fur and blood everywhere, just everywhere. And like the rookie starts getting sick to his stomach. He can't take it. It's like his 3rd day on the job. He's just, I'm like, I told you could have saved them! And he's throwing up, and they put me in the back of the car, and his partner's just like, whatever you do, don't take this home with you. And the rookie goes home to his wife and their newborn baby. And his wife says, how did it go? And he looks her in the eye, and he goes, it wasn't a bad day. And she goes, I'm going to put Nathan down. I'll be right back. Tell me all about it. And she goes upstairs to put the baby down, and he goes to the cupboard and grabs a bottle of scotch. Doesn't even pour a glass, just scotch right out of the bottle. Puts it down. She's not back down the stairs yet, so he takes another swig, puts it down. He goes on living this lie. Now, all of my appeals are up. I'm done. They're going to put me in the gas chamber. The rookie is now a grizzled vet. He comes in, and he's not doing well. He never took it home, but he never released it. He kept it inside all these years. And his once baby boy, Nathan, they never got to relate one-on-one, so Nathan's now an addict. Nathan's living on the streets. They haven't talked in years. And the former rookie, now grizzled detective, is there at the gas chamber to watch me get put down. And he gets a phone call while he's in there. And he ignores it. And he's looking at me because he's like, finally, I can put this monster down forever. And the phone rings again, and he looks, and this time it's his ex-wife, Nathan's mother. And like, she hasn't called me in 7 years since we finalized the divorce. And he answers it. She says, I have bad news about Nathan. Nathan OD'd, passed away. And the cop starts crying, and I can see him from the chamber. I know what I did to him. And I look at him and say, I won. Just before they turn on the gas, and he goes, no! Because that's what I think a monster is, honey. There's a long way to go for that.